Alright, so they're gonna go knife. I don't know. I don't know, man. But we'll see as we get on into it. We got all 5 players just running out here in the middle. Ooh. Good little affair there. Back and forth. 4v4. Hop now over into this 4v4. We've got a lot of tagged players on both sides. 404 with the health advantage and now with the man advantage. And it looks like it's going to be Ramza. And he takes it. So, we will be jumping in, and it looks like they are going to get their T side over on the 404 team. We will, of course, be waiting to... Well, I guess that's just what the teams are going to be. Either way. Alright, well, either way, we're going to jump into it. We've got 404 over here on the we've got 404 on the T side. We've got the Lagging Legends on the CT side, and we're going to have to jump straight into it. Alrighty. Going for a setup here. Looks like it wants to be a fast B play over here from the side of 404. They're going to have a few players to go up against. Namely against Bobby here, who's going to get the first sight out. And now it's Ramza to try and rotate back over. We've got Teisel trying to push his way through. He manages to get a second. It's a 4v3 already on the site. And you can see they're trying to rotate in. We've got Ramza coming in through the vents to try and get himself into this action. But it's ACO to take him out. Clearpoint trying to retake onto the site. Now a 2v2 situation. Zonix on the site with full health, but he's already tapped down lower. And it's Teisel at 1 HP. Clearpoint takes out Zonix. And Teisel has to do it with 8 HP and a dream, and he does. He clutches the 1v2 with 8 HP to his name, and 404 are able to get the first round on the board here. Very well done from them. Oh my goodness. Well, it looks like we will jump in here to round number 2. It's going to be a force buy here, or a force buy here kind of on both teams. We've got some upgraded pistol buys, and on the other team, we're going to be having Teisel, of course, on the AK alongside Kingler. Some Galeels in the mix as well, and fight over towards mid. It's going to be Kingler winning it, and still they're trying to capitalize here. We've got Colin kind of spawning out here from the truck position. He's the only one here on the A site, and he's going to be the first to fall. So that gets them over into the action. Kingler in mid, trying to find some way back into the fight, just to lock in this back end. Already the teammates past him, and Leon, that's going to be a free kill for him, not checking the top of that box. And Clearpoint really just trying to knock out somebody, but Cave going to just tap him away. Leon now probably just looking to try and save this AK. And he's going to be moving around, trying just to find himself some sort of situation where this is just a good save for him, and he can just stay out of trouble. He's going to be found out, though, and Teisel hunts it down for the 3K to end the round. Phenomenal work there. And very well played there from 404, just getting in some nice headshots just to take out some initial players there on the Lagging Legends side, and just getting an early 2-0 lead. So now, once again, it's kind of a light buy over on the Lagging Legends side. They don't really know what they want to do. They're a little segmented here. You can see 2 players already going towards A, but Clearpoint a little late getting out of spawn. And it looks like this might be a setup for an A play. 4 players set up here. And Colin might be the first man of contact here. I mean, you can see them setting up inside this door. Bobby waiting on the other side. Oh, and he's gonna get spotted out there from Teisel. Now it's Colin. Left here with the world on his shoulders, it seems like. He's locked in bottom shroud. He might get this first frag if they don't check him. It's going to be the first to come out. Did ACO spot him? It doesn't look like it. So now, Colin with the opportunity to go massive. He gets one. He gets his second. Tyson gets him in the crossfire. Kingler was able to claim one of his own. So now it's Leon and Clearpoint trying to fight back here into this site. And you can see it is... oh, it's a little bit of a languid affair, and they do manage to find their way into the fight. 2v2. No kit, though, on either of these CT-sided players, so it's going to be rough. Colin calls that out, but Clearpoint, an early shot. Could they find something here? Could they squeeze water from Stone? It doesn't look like it. Tyson more than willing to play Ring Around the Rosie. He's going down to this bomb, but Leon does not find the kill, and they do not find the round. It's 404 hanging on and managing to claim a 3-0 lead. But here we go. We're under the map, but now going to be seeing, is this going to be a momentum swing, because we haven't seen the buy round yet out of the side of the CT players. And they're spreading out, trying to find out where exactly they want to try and position this hit. And it looks like right now, more than willing just to spread here over on the side of the T's. And Leon trying to get a little aggressive in mid. Colin actually going to try to push through here off of smoke. Bobby getting an early kill in mid. Clearpoint going to get one in main, and it looks like this buy round doing phenomenal things for the side of the lagging legends right now. We've got Zonix and HCO left, and they're trying to figure out where they could maybe hit. Zonix is hearing out this Clearpoint push. He's hearing these weapons being tossed around, but not quite sure. What the heck? Not quite sure exactly who's going to win this fight. Colin goes in, but it's Zonix to take out Clearpoint over in B main. ACO fighting his way through. Now just looking to try and find some way out of this situation. They've got 45 seconds, and Zonix lit down to 19 HP. ACO really wants an opportunity. They see Colin's nade, but it's not enough. And Zonix is trying to fight off against him here. Colin doesn't know he's one shot, but neither player is aware of the danger in that situation. And it is going to be the first round on the board for our CT-sided lagging legends. And that'll be a good first one. I mean, you can see off the bat, I'm not sure if it'll be 100% accurate, but if we look at the round score here, I mean, a very nice just early few rounds, and already you can see they're just forced back down to a save, and it looks like it's just going to be a B-rush. Straight into the action. It's going to be Leon to have to hold this. An early molly out. We'll go off the X-ray. We got to see what he is seeing as they start pushing out here. He spots the one back in checkers. A second comes out to assist. He gets that kill. A nade on the board, but that not going to land onto any damage. And while that first kill comes through, the T is not able to capitalize here onto this undefended bomb site. And Leon does a really good job at just holding them at bay. Tyson manages to pick off Bobby there in the vent, and Kingler and ACO with some headshots of their own to get them back into the fight. And ACO just going dramatic, and he's going to get them almost a 4-man survival here. And I do apologize. I'm trying to figure out the CS2 spectating buttons. They aren't working the way they used to. And yeah. So we are going to be jumping here into a 5th round with a 4-1 lead. Nice shot there from Zonix. Or nice shot there from Colin onto Zonix. And now with 10 HP, he's just going to try and get out of this and save himself some trouble.
Terrorists win.
Spread out throughout the map. And a 4-1 lead. Gun dropped. Not going to be a lot of money to play with here. Over on the side of the counter-terrorists. They are going to actually be able to full buy back into this. And maybe a little overzealous of me just assuming because they lost that round they wouldn't have enough money. And that might be something that kind of catches the 404 side off here a little bit. Because if they aren't ready for the CTs to have this level of aggression, or this level of weaponry, it might not work out. And oh my gosh, clear point! He walks right under the scope, but he's gifted a kill. Tyson not able to hit the flick down, but a 4-4 situation as already it's Kingler trading it out over towards the B main. And Bobby trying to find something here on the site, just spamming through smoke, looking for any opening they can find. Meanwhile, Kingler holding himself here in B main. Trying to find some sort of opening onto the site and cave. Playing out towards white box. Clearpoint peeks, doesn't find him. ACO gets a kill as Kingler loses his life. And evidently we're going under the map before we find out, are we going to end up on this ace site? ACO was posturing towards it, but now, as Bobby is going to gift Cave his life, it's now Cave in a 1v1 against Clearpoint. They find the kill, and it's Colin to hold off here in truck. He finds one. He's in Forklift. He's trying to find the kills, and Cave, out of bullets, has to fall off the fight. 2 HP as Cave continues to tap him, and that will be it. Colin not able to find his way back into that fight, and a 5-round score for the T side. 404 into a definite lead here, up by 4, and it looks like it is going to be a force up here on the Lagging Legends side. We haven't seen really a situation where these guns haven't been able to get some kills. Really, it's been time after time that we are seeing how impactful just one gun on any of these players can be, and at times just a deagle. Colin wants to try and fight here into A main, but currently the T is trying to posture over towards this B site. Tysol maybe trying to get a little bit of damage here, but right now just a setup here from Kingler and Cave. They want to take it out here, and if they do, it will be just Leon to hold off against him. Now, they did make a footstep. Did he hear that? He's going to be calling the glass breaking. That's going to call Bobby to start rotating over, but the A main fake starting to hit out now here. Colin calling it, calling the one there, but they've already got Bobby rotated over. But Mini Pit Cave, such a key position. Is he ready for this heaven angle? He spots it, he gets the kill. Is he gonna be ready for Leon on the side? He goes in, Leon gets him, but it's not enough. And now Colin, Ramza, they need to find a way over onto the site as the bomb goes down. And it is a fight for this B site. That is easily won by 404. And now Ramza, perhaps going to be looking at this backline a little bit. Does need to be mindful. After all, ACO trying to find someone lurking here in the back. Does know that Vent, that A main, or B main, sorry, is a very real possibility at this point. Colin, going to be in CT, does hear the one in tree, actually spots him through the smoke, but that's going to be enough for Kingler to take his life. And now it's just Ramza looking to try and save this AK, going into round number 7 with a 6-1 lead for the 404 side, and they are wisely not going to push any further into this T-spawn. Wow. It has been really a more dominant performance, or not as dominant a performance as you would think initially, just due to how many people are kind of getting kills on both sides every round. You'd think that the scoreline would be a lot closer than it is. And right now, 6-1. Starting to try and line something up, but Clearpoint, a beautiful shot in middle. And that's going to open up a world of possibilities here as Bobby, he's just looking to play around the smoke. They do know that Tyson was trying to peek through this earlier, but it looks like it's not going to be the case this round. You can see at the same time, you've got Ramza, Colin set up here for an A-site take. And you're going to have Bobby taking out another T-side player over there in main. That's going to be the call. They're going to know this is an A-site hit. They're going to rotate the extra players in. Tysol trying to find something here on the AK. Meanwhile, Zonix trying to set himself up for a fight. It's going to be Colin to take out Tysol with the Negev spray. Smoke goes down over onto Shocks. It's just Zonix, sorry, left. in the squeaky position.
Squeaky.
And is he going to be able to find anything here? He finds one. Can he find more? The money very nice over on the 404 side so far, but every gun he can take off of the CT side is crucial, and they let him escape. That is gigantic, and Clearpoint just gives another kill to the Slaughter. Their money is not to the point where they can just be gifting away kills. Scout or no scout, that could have been an M4 recovered. There's only 20 seconds left. And yeah, it's doubtful that Sonics goes for this, but a very nicely placed shot from Leon. Here's that gun picked up, takes him out through the wall, and a second on the board for the Lagging Legends. They are putting themselves back into this, and, you know, I was a little hard on Clearpoint there, you know, talking to him about, oh, you know, pushing in, blah, 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 blah. He gets the info, loses the scout, but at the end of the day, he could rebuy it. There it is. And let's see if he wants to go for that fight in mid again. Will Teisel challenge it? Doesn't look like he's leaning over towards there right now. And it might just be Colin here to hold off the ace site. It's going to be a deep molly. Nobody going to be able to hide front box. And Teisel actually does get himself boosted up. Spots out one. It's Clearpoint down. The scout dead. Bobby spotted out bottom left mid. Not able to land his spray. Teisel not able to connect either. And now ACO wants to try, or sorry, Zonix wants to try and get out here. The lack of auto director is really killing me, guys. I gotta be honest. And we just fight right back here into the action. Setting up outside A. Ramza just trying to hold off on Forklift. It's Kingler to get a kill over in mid. And right now, these T-side players just really trying to find an opening, catch a player off guard. I mean, they've got mid now. Ramza has to be extra careful of this flank. But currently, Teisel trying to sneak into Squeaky. 7 HP, so if his bullet misses, that could be the difference maker. And right now, it's just a little uncertain. Teisel gonna be pushing onto the site. They do have Ramza very deep in A main. And it's gonna be Leon finding a kill from truck into A main. That almost certainly seals this round up. Teisel would have to go nuclear here. He needs to find Ramza, get the bomb, and get it down, because there's just no realistic way that he could get back over. Oh, and find the other kill in time, but he spots out Ramza, and that's at least going to be an op going the way of 404. They get to keep that going into the next round, 3-6, and they're fighting their way back into this half. 6 rounds left to go, and let's jump into a quick listen-in with the CT side and see what they're thinking going into this round.
Good spray,
Alright.
good spray.
They've been playing very split up.
Yeah, and it's working, but they're playing default, getting picks
Yeah.
and rotating off.
Kingler keeps on going B, and then
Keep switching where I'm playing for no reason.
The one mid, Bobby.
Like middle, like garage.
Yeah, garage. There's literally 2 of them. You want to nade it or don't push it? You get full nades.
Can hear they're pretty locked in, just trying to nail out exactly where these T-side players like to play. They know that they've been playing split. They know that throughout this map, it's really just been a fight for map control. And now Cave wants to try and fight in. Kingler does lose his life, but Teisel able to get a trade off there. And now into the back line, it's Teisel picking off the truck player as well. Bobby to rotate up here through mid. Spots out Teisel, that's the bomb down as well. The op down, the bomb down, but Cave able to claim a kill from back quad. Colin trying to come in here and join his teammate through main. In the meantime, they have ACL over in middle. Ramza spots one out, but Cave, he spots him out a little bit sooner. Knows that that player's coming in for an aggressive hit. And it's just going to be an easy kill, and 404 looking to just lock up a 7th. And almost certainly getting themselves an advantage, but Colin fights back in, spots out one. Needs to try and find more. Here's the player. And remember, he doesn't have the outlines when he is in the game, so even when it's... Oh my gosh. Is he going to be gifted this? ACO has to try and get in here quick. Colin, he fakes him out with the op drop. ACO gets off of it, and Colin with a phenomenal 1v3 play to keep Lagging Legends from giving up that half. They are still in it, and a very nice play from Colin. That extra little bit of drop, because ACO 100% could have ran in there, could have gotten the kill, and maybe even if he dies there, maybe that's enough to keep the bomb from being defused. But Colin, very nicely played, gets that little bit of extra damage in that he needs, and that's going to be the round. Locked up, and the bomb defused. And clear point, gonna be spotted out early. Leon trying to join him for an aggressive play as well, and it's not gonna work out. It's gonna be an easy take onto the B site here. No more defenders, and Cave spotting out Bobby in the vent. Very nicely spotted on a lot of these angles from Cave. Cave on the B site has been very good at spotting out Bobby when he tries to go for these aggressive angles, and Tyson robbed again by the op. It has not been gifting him the kills needed this game. And ACO comes in, gets it back, but that will be a 7-4 scoreline favoring 404 going into the last round of the half. And oh boy, this is a real brawl. This is a real street fight we got going on. And right now in the middle, it's really been back and forth on, does this T-side want to try and take aggression? Does this T-side just want to try and get an early pick, try to catch off some aggression? It's really unsure where they're going to lean. Tyson trying to find himself something, but mid, very early smoked out here. We'll hop over. Kingler trying to find something here through the main. Does find one. That's clear point down. That could be a B-site take already. Vent being lined up, but Tyson takes out Bobby jumping into Cave. Cave takes out Ramza over on the A site, and now this B site is free for the taking if Leon falls, and he doesn't. The molly doesn't spread far enough, but he does in the end. What the heck? It was so short for so long, and suddenly when it spreads wide, it's able to claim him from behind that box. Oh my goodness. And that's it. 8-4 here as we head in to half number 2. And we'll give the players a small break. I believe they do get a halftime break here. Okay, well, I guess I can't use it at all. So anyway, we'll just jump right back into it. I don't know. First time hosting this thing, the commands are really screwing me up. I really can't jump between too many people too quickly. So that's why the camera angles are a little weird. But now we're going to have to see. The Lagging Legends, they get themselves over onto this other side. They're on the T side. They're going to go for a fast hit here against the A site. And it's going to have to be ACO looking to hold it close here against Shocks. Bobby going to be taking out of the Squeaky, and ACO claims him. Cave gets a second. Zonix trying to come in here to support. Tyson up on the catwalk, spotting out the crossers to sight, and they know that Colin is left, and Colin falls as Cave with a 4K to clear it up lands them a safe A site and a 9-4 lead. And oh my goodness, we gotta listen to what the CT side's thinking right now after 2 pistol round wins.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
God.
Hello?
New mouth? I don't have a new
No,
mouth.
you're not supposed to.
Same.
Well,
same
well, now you ruined the bit, so
same plan.
I don't know if
Four,
Bobby's
four.
serious. I can't tell if Bobby's
One mid,
serious.
one mid. 2 mid, 2 mid. Down the save. 3 mid.
Coming, Tesla,
2
coming.
I'm through squeaking.
God damn it, Ramsey.
Shit, the bomb, guys.
And an early knife kill there. Gets some early damage for the T side. And 2 dead kills. Kingler, the only one to claim any recompense for that. And ACO comes in with one of his own. Now ACO and Cave looking to try and hold this. ACO with, or Cave, sorry, with the bomb down. ACO trying to hold off here against a Leon flank, and he does. Hears him out, locks him out, and Cave headshots crisp as can be, locks in a 10th, and gets them over to that elusive double digits. Now within 3 rounds of the game. And again, I mean, best of 1 series here. We're looking at Team 404 potentially coming out here and claiming the first game of the Austie Pro League here on Cash. Looks like an early hit here over for the Lagging Legends. They want to try and get out of B quick. It's an early kill onto Kingler. Clear point, nice shot from him. And it's going to be a fight on the site. Zonix finds one. Isn't able to connect onto the second as Bobby gets the trade. But you could hear just a fight right now. Up with the scout. Teisel trying to find something from heaven. Not able to do it. Leon takes him out. And now it's ACO in the back line. Trying to find something. Does manage to get some util over there onto the site. But now significant lag on my end. I hope not the rest of the players. It looks like we might be getting some, though. And that is unfortunate.
Oh, I thought you were fucking.
So, 2 CT players here, just going to be looking to save. It looks like that might have been some server-wide lag, which is a little unfortunate. I'm looking at the pings here. And Colin calling out that this might be the end of his rodeo. And it is. Bobby survives with 8 HP. But we find ourselves at 5 rounds here for the T side. 10 rounds for 404, currently over on that CT side. And the best of 1, looking to try and find a victor here soon. 3 rounds needed for 404 to take it. 8 rounds for the Lagging Legends, and we do know that unfortunately some technical difficulties for the Legends. But the first round of a new Pro Series, you know, unfortunately that's sometimes how it's gonna go, and, you know, our spectating might be bugged, it might be lagging to hell. I might not even be able to see what's going on the screen right now. But I am sure that these players are fighting their hearts out. This is unreal. What is happening right now? Okay. Well, it's an early B-site take. A flawless B-site take as we look to lock in the 6 rounds here that are needed to try and get the Lagging Legends back into the game. ACO just trying to lock up some exit kills over here towards B main. Cave doing the same, just from the safety of Cat. And where do the Legends choose to exit here? I mean, Ramza gonna be listening back B main, gonna have the info that nobody at least making noise back here. But it looks like maybe CT's the way they want to go. Bobby, no, it's gonna be B main, so ACO with some opportunities. Spots out 1, spots out 2! And the molly goes out. Bobby not going to be able to recontest. And very nice 2K from ACO just to get a little bit extra damage out of that round. And you can see some buy-ins being forced here. And we're going to get the first time out here from the CT side. As you can see, 10-6 our scoreline. And the Lagging Legends fighting their way back into it. They are trying their best. And I'm going to try something. See if that works. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if this turns auto spectator on. I don't think it will, but we'll see. I hope it does because I'm very sorry about how the observing has been. I can't click. Some of the buttons just don't work, so I don't know. Good old Counter-Strike. Anyway, pop here. See, just an early kind of spread here over towards the A site, and maybe just, oh, an early boost, so gonna be a delay there on the A main lean for Teisel to take this fight in mid. ACO smoking out A main, not gonna give him too much to play off of here info-wise, but does allow him to know that, hey, somebody might be playing really close up, and that's exactly where Bobby's looking to strike. Lining up here, Ramza does manage to spot out bottom shroud. ACO jumping down, trying to get just a little bit of an advantage over him, and Bobby manages to get one, closes the door back up. ACO back into the fight, manages to fall with some damage there onto his opponent, but it's a looking to fall here pretty quickly. Kingler spotting them out from back over in truck, but is he going to be able to get any extra damage here? No util to his name, an MP9 at range, and clear point, a 3K to lock in a 7th for the Lagging Legends. 6 rounds now for them to claim a victory in the best of 1. And really, things are starting to get a little dicey. The money not great over onto the side of Team 404. And it's going to be a half buy here with... Oh, actually, it's going to be a force buy here. 3 M4s selected. And you can see right now a fight over towards mid. Clearpoint going to be out fast. And does he take advantage of this early bit of space? Teisel holding up towards vent. Gonna get the shadow spot onto Colin, but it's not enough. Bobby gonna be able to claim 1 over towards A. And already just 2 rifles remain. ACO claims 1, tries to swing back onto Bobby, not able to do it. In the meantime, Cave gets picked off. So now Bobby and ACO in the 1v1 to keep 404's chances at the round alive. And it's gonna fall at the wayside as Bobby claims it up, and the Legends now within 5 of the game. Within 2 of tying it up. And let's not forget, I mean, you look here, we can't really pull up the graphic right now, unfortunately some technical difficulties, but 4 rounds straight here on the T side, and that's a little reminiscent of what we were seeing just 1 half ago. So for 404, they better be hoping it's just not the CT half curse. But ACO already taking some good damage there. And Leon gonna lose his life over in mid, and it's actually going to be Cave claiming Colin as well, so most likely a rotate over here, but Zonix, very nice position, very early kill, isn't able to claim the second onto Bobby, but Bobby, he still wants to fight this. He knows that Zonix going to be waiting here to try and take this second fight, and Zonix, he's looking over towards mid, he's looking back towards A main, he's aware that this possibility exists, and Ramza. Oh, you are walking into the spider's den here. Ooh, walking right into the webbing if you choose to go through vent. Trying to spot out some amount of util, and that's going to be a call from Teisel. He knows that that player just dropped in mid. But Ramza. Nobody currently CT watching him. Kingler, a perfect rotate back, but it's not enough. Not in time. And it looks like Bobby wants to try and get over here towards the B site, and Teisel, he's in a prime spot, but he hears the player mid. He has to look back and try to get onto him, and Bobby takes that advantage and manages to claim the kill. But now, it's ACO to hold. 1v2 on the site, and Bobby comes in. An early first kill. Cave looking to try and see if he'll be gifted something here over towards Checkers, but that smoke's going to be enough for him to know he has to fall out. Zonix tries to get his op into position in heaven, but now it's to Cave, and Cave will fall as Ramza locks in the 9th here for the T side. And now only 1 round remains between the CT side here and having this game all tied up after a dominant first half. I mean, we really are being treated to a real roller coaster of a game right now. And we pull up the stats sheet. I mean, you look at these players, even the stats spread amongst them is very close. And even Zonix with 7, we have seen exactly the crucial kills that he can get in those prime moments to open up these opportunities. And really, Bobby and Ramza, what a phenomenal 2v5 just to fight their way into getting that round. I mean, that should have been an 11 sealed, signed, and delivered. But the Legends hold that title for a reason. And it looks like Ramza might be the first to take contact. It's Kingler fighting over there in the back line. Bobby sees an open sight, doesn't quite want to push too far in. They know that normally there's a player hiding over here towards top mini pit, hiding over towards that default box, and it's not going to be there. Colin gets the bomb down. 2 players CT. And they do have Zonix here on the rotate, but ooh, early kill there onto Colin. And it's really gonna be how fast can Zonix get this get this flank underway. And it looks like they're already ready to give up on this. Zonix probably looking for some exits. Ooh. But are they going to be able to find him now that, well, this CT area is fully clear? The high voice, just because Zonix might be able to find something. Ramza not sure where he wants to exit. Being a little aware of the bomb here, and Ramza actually willing to go down to the bomb. Ramza dies. Zonix not going to try and go in and get that gun, but that's actually very interesting. So Ramza not going to allow any sort of possibility for a Ninja Defuse to sneak in there. That's why he waits there and tries to go back. He's saying, hey, we haven't found this guy. We don't know where he is. There's a possibility he snuck by us. But because he delays and dies to bomb, that's an extra kill that doesn't go the way of the lagging Legends. Or it doesn't go the way of 404. And really just opens up a lot of possibility for
Hold.
these MP9s to get abused. Cave, hearing the A main presence. Might cause Zonic to want to be a little bit more aggressive. He's got Tysil waiting over. Ooh, towards the Shock's position, but Clearpoint takes out Tysil, and Zonix falls as well. Kingler already losing his life in an early engagement over in the round, and now ACO and Cave. 2v4 situation. The game to play for, and do they just choose to save this one? I mean, they have no money left. And if we look over on the T side, it is pretty dominant. Looks like we are going to get a pause during freeze time, but right now, for the first time, it's going to be that T-sided lagging Legends to take the lead. And really, after what was it, a 3-1 and then a 6-1 start. 10 of the last 14 rounds have gone the way of the Legends. And, I mean, once again, just really showing why they've earned that title. Why they're here in the Pro League. Showing that no matter how bad the start is, you're not out until you're out. And really, a lot of great plays over on the Legends side. I mean, we can't forget the 2v5 to get them back into it. We can't forget Colin's clutch to get the 4th round on the board and deny the first advantage going the way of 404. Towards them claiming that initial first half, getting themselves onto the 7th. And really, these clutch plays have really just come out for the Legends when they need it. When 404 is dominant, they come out, they get all their kills, the round's over. But when they allow these players to get the positions that they want and where they want to be, it just seems like the CT side is having a real difficult time stopping it. And we'll have to see. Going into sunny round 22, the spread across the board, as you'd expect, it's going to be Kingler to hold. He's going to get an early engagement. Not going to lose anything for it, but a smoke expended. But no T-side presence managing to find anything quite yet. You can see still spread out there quite well across the map. Apologies, having to widen that mini-map just so you can kind of see where everything's at. Just because, really... I'm not doing a great job spectating. That's just honest. Slowing it down, and 404, they're gonna start to get a little nervous. That opens up Colin, gets Cave. Zonix spots out one, knows that 2 more are coming in, needs to try and go gigantic here. Kingler holding that squeaky position, but it's Zonix on the site. He has to hold against these aggressors, and he's a little nervous. He isn't able to get that one quite as quickly as he would have liked, and Clearpoint manages to come in, gets 2 of his own as Kingler. Some trades coming through, but now a 2v3, and 404 needs to win this to keep themselves from having to play into overtime. ACO trying to find way up early onto Cat. Leon's going to spot it out. And Tysil not able to land that shot. It's going to be the op saved. And it's going to be the lagging Legends. Up at 12 rounds. And I mean, again, this is a map that we really didn't think we were going to see. I mean, if we pull up this veto... Really, we thought that, Overpass getting so deep, I mean, of course the Legends don't really want to go to Overpass, but Cash really seemed like it was a runaway over on that T side, and really, I guess we're just seeing some of the difficulties here, and again, see up there, 404, over there on the left, on the CT, the lagging Legends looking to try and make legendary history as the first game in the APL and the first win. And what a comeback win it would be. So let's see, where are they clumping up towards? Is it going to be a fast hit somewhere? The bomb goes down, and it looks like Bobby wants to try and just hold for some early aggression. It's going to be an early smoke into mid-main. It's not really enough to block off a ton of substantial spots. But Leon, he wants to try and get up here. Let's try and see if he can spot out anybody. Does spot out Kingler. But Kingler looking to try and play a little bit more subdued. Spots out Leon very deep there into that boost. Is he calling for a teammate? No. So still just looking to be the only one fighting here. And Bobby, he's set up towards lower vent. Both sides of the vent now broken, so Kingler going to be aware of the possibility that they want to try and play over here. But Teisel inside checkers, knows that nobody's slipped by just yet. Ramza does get spotted out over towards mid. Bobby looking to try and find some sort of angle. The flash delays him. And Kingler does manage to... Whoop, might be. Does seem like Kingler able to get some early util yet again, early info. And Teisel, very nice flick to get the trade kill. ACO gets one over on that A site, and Kingler comes up huge. Everybody, a kill apiece. Teisel, Kingler, ACO, and now, well, it looks like Ramza and Leon, if they want to close this out here, they want to take this B site quick. It's going to be an early smoke in, just a middle site smoke, but Teisel does not allow him to even have that. Leon, 1v4 to try and close this out. He's falling back, finds the first. And we are trying to get to Leon Cam. It is not as simple as hitting the number. His number is disabled for some reason. And it's Leon once again, a second kill. He's not going to be going for the round win, but some very nice damage there. And again, I mean, that CT side, they are so broke right now. They're going to have to be forcing just to get those two guns back. And they will be able to do it, but... Reminder, they have to win here and then win in overtime. And if the T side just decides to, you know, show why they're called the lagging legends and just run out, get some headshots and end the game quick, well, that's all she wrote. So the back's against the wall here for this CT side. But it's going to be a slow round. Bobby? Early positioning here in ACO. He actually wants to get an aggressive angle here in man. He's going to sit inside the smoke. Normally he sits bottom shroud. And Leon is up here on the other side of the smoke. So ACO, Leon, this molly might give it away. ACO gets it! And that might set it up. Bobby, he's trying to find the timing. Does get the timing, but isn't able to find the shot. And now two players here trying to hold off against him. Colin pushing his way in. Does manage to get himself into main. Gets Zonix. But now, ACO in forklift. Trying to hold off a molly to delay any main site aggression. And ACO gets Bobby as well. In the meanwhile, Kingler, a supportive kill. And now it's a 2v4. Ramza, in mid. Spots out one. Isn't able to land the shot. Nobody landing the shot, and Kingler manages to find that kill. Doesn't get the second. Back to Colin. It is up to Colin to end this in regulation. A 1v3 required. 38 seconds to go. Cave in mid, and he will lock it up. That's overtime secured, and we are not done yet. Oh my goodness. Back and forth action throughout. And really, who could have seen it going all the way to overtime? These T sides have been so dominant, but both sides, 8-4. 8 team rounds, 4 CT. And it looks like we might be having to go here and see which rounds are they going to be able to find on the CT sides of overtime here. Again, match 1 here of the APL. And it looks like they're going for the tried and true. Straight into the fire. It's an early kill from Cave. Quickly traded by Bobby. The secondary goes on to Teisel, but the nade going to secure up a 3-3 round. Kingler doesn't choose to go up towards heaven. ACO knows it's smoked out. Neither player able to really get any early info here into the site, but right now it looks like it's going to be the T's round to lose as these CTs completely locked out. A very nice initial overtime hit here. from the lagging Legends. And you gotta say, very nicely attempted to be held there. Oh, and oh my gosh! It's just a very lightning quick exchange of kills. Bobby finds one, quickly traded out, and Kingler and Zonix come together to get the first round of overtime for 404. 13-2. And they get over the line. Wow. That whole time, locked out of the round. No way in. Smoked out Heaven. Smoked out CT. All three players with no way in. But they push in. Some initial kills go their way. And the trade kills go even bigger. And 404. Well, they're just saying... trade frags? Not found? For the T side? ACL. Knows that this mid position is weak now after that early pick. And Ramza finds one himself. ACO, some early fights. We go a little Zumo mode there to jump back over to him right as he falls back to truck. You can see this bomb so close to branching over onto the A site. We do have Cave on an early flank there through mid, looking to try and get into A main as quick as he can. But look at this. We've got Leon waiting over in Z. The smoke does deny any initial util there. An initial hit. But Tysil, he has to be well aware of this, and Leon, this could be open season if he walks through this smoke. He finds one, doesn't hit it initially, but he manages to, but Tysil trades him out. It's a 1v3. Tysil, this is looking wildly unlikely, but Leon, what a play that was to just completely lock these CT players out. Just a second slow in Tysil, this truck kill eludes him once again as he looks to go save, and Ramza wants to try and hunt it. He's not able to land the shot fast enough. Tysil, ooh, he does want to try and fight this. And it's Ramza running past him. I mean, oh, he heard the scope. He heard the scope, but it's not enough. It's not enough. The knife's still out. He's not able to turn back. And Tysil, woo, very slick movement and a nice little shot there at the end. 13 all. Which of these teams is going to have the one-round advantage heading into overtime 2? Looks like an early A lean. And Kingler wants to play a little bit more aggressive here. The flash gonna keep him a little humble, and an early boost, clear point, and an early shot. And we find our way into a 5-on-4 situation where, once again, the T is with the leads. Cave trying to reposition himself here into close checkers. Looking to be the solo B-side player. Tysil holding down mid, but not a ton of info. And that's going to be Cave. Nice opener there into Sunroom. That brings it back to a 4-on-4, and I mean, we've almost exhausted the first minute of play. Bomb is finally starting to walk back over, and Bobby with an early kill is going to give them something to work with here on the site. ACO wants to try and just hold out this Shock's position, looking to try and line it up. Gets one. Is he going to be fine? That second he does! Ramza trades him, but it's still a 2v2. They can still fight back into this. Ramza planting. Cave trying to push in. They need to find Colin here. The Smalley, if he didn't throw that molly, they wouldn't have known he was there. But it doesn't matter if they know where he is. If they can't hit him, the smoke locks him out. And Tysil, he wants this, goes through to try to find it. But Colin stands strong with 1 HP and gets the 14th over the line. The lagging Legends, they started this game down 1-6. And are now within 2 of claiming the whole thing in overtime, no less. Tysil gets himself onto the op. Wants to just try and find an opener here with it. He knows that these CT side players have been getting aggressive, and if he could just find one, that could be the whole site opened up for him. He wants to go be a little bit of body blocking. Might slow down any initial plans he had of aggression. You can see at the same time, Cave really wanting to try and tease out over towards this mid position. Tysil aiming over towards B, and the 2 players there, well, not going to give him much early. Currently, no players over towards the A site right now for these 2 teams. And you'll see just a lot of smokes being played around, a lot of smokes being respected. This deep into the game, nobody wants to let a stupid mistake give up potentially everything when they have fought this hard to try and claim it. And for the Legends, they are really just eager to get themselves back into a situation where, well, we either tie or we win. And Teisel doesn't really want that to go the way of being tied. Oh, I thought he might have had to collat his teammate there. He didn't, luckily, but he does lose his life regardless. Ramza holding out here on this site. Clearpoint trying to find a way to readjust here. Ramza finds one in the meanwhile. Zonix, he's over in Mini Pit, and I don't think they know this. Zonix, he is in a very nice spot. That Molly, they're gonna think this is clear. But already out of position, Ramza manages to find his way back. That bomb still over towards main. And now Ramza rotating back up onto the site. He finds the bomb. ACO down, but still, there are players on this site, and they are deadly. Kingler finds 2, loses his life, and now it's Zonix to play with 20 seconds and 2 skulls to find. The bomb down lower vent, and they know it. That's going to be a flash. Colin just looking to hold in there from the vent. And Zonix needs to find Bobby. He needs to get this guy out of the back, and the util might just cost them the round. Colin, he mollies himself off, but doesn't have the time. Oh my goodness, Zonix, he knows that he doesn't have time to go for bomb, tries to fall back and claim Colin as he rotates back in, but Colin delays it. He says, go for it, try to get there. You don't have the time, and he's right. A 15th and 404. They're going to be kissing this game goodbye if they don't find a way to get 2 rounds here on this T side and get themselves into a double overtime situation. Do they just try to hit a site fast, trust in their aim, get out quick? Well, only time will tell, but Kingler going to be the lone player over here. And he's going to get found instantly. Leon, nice shot. Cave. Trying to lurk over towards A, and that's going to be kind of the ripcord here. They just got picked over towards B. They know that all their kind of eggs are here in the A basket. Teisel can have a very good opportunity over here towards Cap, but the timing is going to be crucial. That nade comes through. It opens it up. He's not ready for the high angle. Zonix tries to push through, isn't able to connect, and it's going to be Cave coming through as well. 3v3. One in the middle of the A side. Cave goes nuclear. Finds a crucial 2K, and the nade from Teisel means we gotta go to a 1v3 from Clearpoint. We know that the lagging Legends have lived up to the name. It's gotta be 2 more. Kit on Clearpoint, the molly thrown over towards Quad. He might think this is clear. Teisel still hiding there with 16. He goes in for the full clear, gets it. A smoke on his body, but he gets all 3. And Clearpoint with the 1v3 sends 404 packing, and game not found because it's already over on the side of the Legends. Excellent job from them, and they come out with a 16-13 win to claim the map against the 404 side that was oh so dominant so early on. So congratulations to them. They successfully come out the victors here in the game. And oh my goodness, what a map that was to watch. So thank you guys for watching.